Hello guys, my name is Marcelo and I'm gonna to present about the Demize NPSL and also a little bit about the Demize as they compete other leagues as well. So the Demize is located mainly in Springfield, which is at the Missouri State. I said mainly located at Springfield because the Demize works with some other leagues and programs. For example, they have academies for kids, teenagers, women, and men. Therefore, there are other places around Springfield that Demize has a branch. So the Demize competes mainly the NPSL and the PASL. Starting with the NPSL, which is on the left part of the screen, it is a league which is the one that I played for and I did internship for. So NPSL is basically the National Premier Soccer League, which is the fourth division of the USA Soccer. Since the first one is the Major Soccer League, the MLS that everybody knows, and then the second one is the USL, which is known as United Soccer League, and the Premier Development League, which is the PDL, which is known for being the third soccer league. And then we have the NPSL, as I told you before, that is the National Premier Soccer League. After all of that, there are the college soccer leagues. Getting into the PASL now, which is the other main league that the Demize competes, which is basically the Premier Arena Soccer League. It is a little bit different from the normal soccer that we used to watch on TV because this is played in an indoor field. Therefore, the Demize was a big opportunity for me to play soccer as a college player because there are a lot of experienced players that somehow helped me to play a better soccer, and definitely it helped me as well with the social media internship that I did for the Demize that I will be explaining later in the video. As I said, the Demize has other competitions which is different from the NPSL, and as you can see on the screen, the Demize is also located in Waynesville, Joplin, Springfield. This is Springfield Academy is where the young players play, and then Branson, which is not in the it's not in the video, and then we have the Lady Demize, which is also located in Springfield. So those cities are all around Springfield. Uh, so on those academies, there are young players that are still in high school who seems to be very interested in soccer since they were supporting and helping the NPSL team with the games and events, such as showing the T-shirt for selling and stuff like that, helping with the advertisement on the field, all the kind of stuff they would help us to uh, make us to have a better vision in the marketing. And lastly, as I said before, the Lady Demize, it is the girls team, which there are many college girls that also have the opportunity to play at a high level of soccer. This next slide is why did I choose the Demize in PSL? This is a very good question because first, I did an internship, and secondly, I wanted to play soccer during the last summer, so I wanted to do both at the same time. So this combo of both brought me to the Demize in PSL. I only could get internship in the marketing area that is related to my major because of a friend that my brother played with during his college career. So this friend said I could get in touch with the coach, who is also one of the Demize owners, in order to get a spot in the team and in the social media section, which I did. Therefore, I ended up playing and working for this soccer team because I also had the opportunity to play with my brother. So I had a very good time while I was at Missouri State, just because my brother and I had not been playing together for more than 4 years, since we have committed to different colleges. So we were playing together before the college, and that time we had the opportunity to play together again. So here is some of the pictures that they took during the games, and my brother is on the top corner left one, where he's the number 14 and I'm behind the other guy with the ball. And we have some other pictures here just showing that it is for real. They have some advertisements behind the players there that we all do the work to put on the field and take it off just to show our job. My responsibilities were to help update the Twitter page, write articles for post games, and also help my supervisor with some small intricacies of his duties, such as communication with the team, which was the way to know the best about the players to not make any mistakes for building into it, for example. This one is a sample of a game day post with all the information about it, including the date, time, and place, and definitely against who the Demize will be playing. The next one is another example of an update during a game to show who scored a goal, for example. And then the next one, it has the same background, but it's just an update about how the games were going. This one is a sample of a schedule for the Ghost team, including all the date, where they're playing, and then the time, all stuff like that. This other one is kind of very simple. It's just a sample of the starters that the head coach came up with during practice day, and we made it very simple as you can see, but I think we could make it better looking. This is definitely a better looking sample that we created in order to show that our players were picked as all conference second team before the playoffs. As you can see, we have a right back, a center back, and a midfield as all conference second team. The next one is about weekly tasks. So as I mentioned before, I was responsible for submitting the Twitter ideas that I had and also some of the intern had for the week. Also, I commented about articles for post games, which I had to submit weekly as well. It was basically going through some statistics of a game and then tell the story of the game based on that. That's basically how our articles were made of. And lastly, we came up with some other statistics about players, how they were doing overall during like the whole season, such as goals, assists, and minutes played. The last one is a very interesting one, and I would say that it's the lesson learned for me. So there was a difference between the early season to the late season. Because at the beginning, we had some people that were dedicated followers, which were interested in our Twitter posts because they were liking it and commenting it. I would say that they were friends and parents of our soccer players that were excited to watch the games. But I have another explanation, which since we had so many games in the beginning that were home games, and we have some fans and friends that could watch, and we were able to market directly to the people via games and such. But when we started to have more away games, it became more scarce in who our marketing strategies were reaching and the types of response we had via social media because we could not market directly to people and we do not have that many dedicated following of people quite yet who would follow the Demize no matter what. For this number 6, I would say that social media is one aspect of marketing major, and it was included in one of my classes that I took here at Brian, which is the digital marketing, which is a way to marketing products or service using digital technologies such as the internet, which can be reached through computers, cell phones, all kind of digital mean where the advertising is shown. Therefore, we figured out that social media was the way to engage our public by connecting with them and letting them know about the mice. Since we are considered to be a small team, a small company that is still trying to grow. As you can see on this screen, um, I use most of these things during my internship, which are included basically in all of our business classes. I use the Excel for creating statistics for the players. I use the Word documents to write articles, and I use Nactus because we had meetings per week, which I felt very comfortable with since I'm in the Nactus team since my freshman year. What did I love? What did I dislike? I like to work with the Word document because when I was about to write the articles, I was more interested on the games that we had, so I feel very comfortable writing the articles. So I had different perspectives of a soccer player and an intern guy, which was from outside of the field by just analyzing all the stats. And secondly, I like to work with Twitter as well because it was a way to be creative. But since I'm not a fan of Excel, I really didn't like to work with that. So I learned that I like Word document and Twitter, but not Excel. The last topic is basically an overall of the whole internship. I would say that I had some good experience by being in a sport environment, especially in the soccer environment where I enjoy getting to know the social media in general and also getting to know how Twitter works, which is not that easy to maintain. And as I said before, I really liked to work for Demize because I had these two dimensions of being a soccer player and of being an intern, just because I could see different views. And also, the social media in a sport environment is very important because you have to be active at the whole time and you need the best information to have good and creative tweets. So it's not as easy to be consistent and constant, but it's easy to get information from if you are very active in the field. And lastly, I I would say that I definitely would consider a job in the marketing area with the Demise, and if I could work again for them, I think I would definitely do it in the future.